to another episode of Fatebreakers Retold, hosted by the wonderful Capricorn Demon.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jirakizen. It is I, the Capricorn DM. I am your dungeon master for tonight, of course. The one and only Fate Breakers Retold. For right now, we're going to start off with our party consisting of Jiraki as Bravigi, Stag as Benny, Flunky as Max, and Neko as Lucy.
Huzzah.
All right, let's go ahead and start off with the
Mm-hmm.
recap.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
You're okay.
Alrighty, last we left off, session 28, Hunted, Become the Hunters. The party debrief on their plan of action to head out to the desert and hunt down a beast and harvest its meat to bring back to the half-orc barkeep. Maxilon has been told to do this in exchange on information he wants on the rebel army and its leaders. The party head out to brave the heat of the open ash-filled desert once more. To their luck, they stumble across an oasis just 30 minutes from the boiling isle where they have shade and fresh water to drink. They take their time analyzing the terrain only to be caught off guard when Arya draws the attention of a giant constrictor snake. Eventually, after three more snakes appear, the party is able to harvest meat off of two of them. The other two snakes have been infected by the black blood that the party have encountered twice before back in Lytera, on the bodies of Boulez and that of a former soldier to the Lyteran army.
Yeah, I remember that guy. He
With
was
this
crazy.
analysis,
Sorry.
With this analysis and their meat harvested, they head back to the boiling isle and give the collected meat to the barkeep as he fulfills his end of the deal by telling Maxilana and the party about the rebel army and their next plan of action as they head over as they plan to take over the city of Sut and being led by its leaders in the Dragonborn lovers, Titonia and Theo. Now the party try to come up with a way to get to Sut with Lucy's sand sailor being donated to her descendants and still the big caravan that travels all across Flargos still yet to be still yet to arrive into the boiling isle. Which leads us to now.
Huzzah.
Yep. Also, Lucy is drunk.
Oh,
And you're drunk.
yeah.
Lucy is very
You
drunk,
drank the
and we're
kitchen
going to
sink.
go. Okay, and we're going to go see her uh granddaughter for a place to stay.
Yeah.
So as you guys escort a drunken Lucy back to her original family home, Linda goes ahead, lets you all in.
Huzzah.
There is there is some there's some bedrolls for all of you to sleep in the living space.
Mm.
Woo! You're the
Please, someone just knock her out so that way I don't have to listen to this.
I don't have that ability. I apologize. Come on, Lucy. It's time for bed.
Oh, okay. Grumbles. She doesn't really want to, but kind of has no choice.
Don't worry, I'll take care of that. And then Linda just goes up right behind you and then right on a very sensitive area behind your neck gives you a good chop.
You have to
You know,
let
like
me
how in
know.
the anime they chop you in the back of the neck and
Yeah,
then you just.
Yeah, she just onto a bedroll.
I'm gonna have to learn that one later.
Ah, thank God. Thank the gods.
Teleporting.
Alrighty, so we've.
Nope, sorry, my bad.
You're alright.
There is an inn. It's separate from the bar you just went to. So, we kind of know our next plan of action. The only issue is that we heard that she donated to you your her sand sailor. That she did. I told her I wasn't gonna be traveling anytime soon, but if you lot still have need of it, I wouldn't. It's not really mine to tell you to use it or not.
I mean, she did give it to you though, and it would, you know, you are the one that has the rights to it.
Well, my my thing is that if you wish to use it, you could use it. But if she's gonna have any sort of qualms by the time she sobers up in the morning, then we will see by then.
That's a fair assessment.
Also, apologies, I didn't quite get everybody's names considering that I kind of just rudely slammed the door on everybody.
It's alright. I am Bravigi.
It was pretty warranted, honestly.
I honestly should have had a bit more. Should have let Lucy ease in on her introduction, but I apologize. We were just so, or at least the rest of us were so worn out from the heat.
Mm.
Well, well, now not every day you get a frost near and wandering into Flargos.
I say nothing.
All right then. So, Bravigi, Benny, and you are Frostniren. Uh, Arya Frost. Pleasure to meet you. All right then. And you, sir? That sir being you, Flunky.
Not there, Lamau. Oh, flunk you into the end, apparently.
You
Or
just went straight
transferred
to
the
the end without even introducing yourself first.
It's fine. The fellow's with us goes by Max, in case we ever
All
see
right
him or
then.
anything. But
Well then, if you have any need of anything else to eat or drink, there is clean water in the cold storage, as well as some dried meats hanging in that meat rack over there. Just help yourselves. I will go ahead and head to bed myself. I know
Ooh.
it gets hot during the day, but you might want to put several of those blankets over yourselves tonight. It changes very drastically once night falls.
Good to know.
And with that, she takes her leave upstairs.
Riviki's gotta probably go check out the dried meats.
There's several dried meats hanging, a lot of them of different variety. Some looking as hard as bark, others that just look like they're homemade sausage.
Ooh, sausage. Besides that, he'll probably like if it's getting colder, unbundle a bit so he can clean his clothes that he's probably been sweating in all day.
Yeah. If you were to remove your clothing, yeah, you will find that they are soaked in your own bodily sweat.
Ugh. Remove clothes dye.
Removes clothes dye.
Joke's on you, I can handle the cold.
Arya looks a lot better now that the night's fallen.
Yeah.
I can actually enjoy this cold breeze.
Yeah. Not so bad at night.
And they do have windows, these buildings, but they're obviously not like, they don't have any sort of like blinds or such. It's like the 3 open circles and that's it, as air easily moves into them and filling the room. Yep, all the bugs get in.
No, not the bugs.
Return of the bugs.
Ah,
Right there at the bugs, death by mosquitoes. Eh?
not the boog. Yeah. Just gotta try one of the homemade things and clean my clothes before bed.
You look around, you eventually find a smaller room that has a bucket and a wash uh, a wash rack. You're gonna have to clean by hand.
I mean, I also have prestidigity if things require it, but yeah.
Hey Benny, you need any help?
Hmm? Helping what?
Cleaning up and such?
No, I'm fine as it is. Appreciate the offer, though.
Alrighty then.
It's fine. Got sand everywhere, so it is what it is. It's fucking. It's time to
So
take a
then, are
breath.
you sure you don't need to change, especially just to clean out the sand from your clothing?
I mean, I can get change without help. That's sort of just fine, huh?
All right then. Well, if you still need help with at least cleaning your clothes, I could at least do that when Jiraki is done.
Who the fuck is Jiraki?
Ravigi, fucking hell. Ravigi, sorry.
Nah, that's fine. Again, we're all a little self-sufficient, yeah?
If I'm in the way, I
All
can
right
quicken
then, just
this up.
Hmm? No, you're
He
fine. You're
says
fine.
as he's just cleaning.
You're fine. We're just all waiting our turn here. Sort of,
Oh,
waiting on you.
okay. Haven't
You go
used
ahead.
my hands to clean in a while. It's kind of nice.
Is it?
I mean, I could just magic it, but sometimes you just don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to fucking do that with all the sand.
Snaps
Specifically
at
sand.
you. Snaps at you. The cast prestidigitation.
I know, the very act of snapping, getting more sand on me.
No, it's to clean you. For at least the sand.
All right,
Ta-da!
I'm not gonna make you guys roll for anything as to just cleaning clothes because that'd be kind of redundant. So
Yeah.
yeah, eventually you guys just take your turn, just washing and cleaning off any sort of sand that's been caught underneath your clothing and your armor a bit. Change it to something more comfortable for the night as it gets colder. We are made of many years. It is what it is. Yeah, but don't need to always do those duties. She was just trying to be nice. Excuse me. I pay to get my shit laundried. Rich boy behavior. It's fine. It's appreciated. Okay. At least you was paid to do that stuff I was told to do or get beaten. Jesus.
Ricky's dad's
Settling
an
down for the
asshole.
night out here. No, yeah, I get you. Hey, you guys are settling down at least within a city, at least in city walls, within city, I mean city walls, town walls, like in the confines of a town. It's not like you're making camp out in the desert.
Yeah. I still need to look for a way of dealing with how fucking scorching it gets in the daytime. Other than
Dungeon
constantly
Master, I'm beating
bundling up.
Bravigi for washing his clothes. All right,
Ah!
Benny is beating the shit out of Bravigi because he cleaned his own clothes.
It's fine. It's fine. We just wear what the fuck is appropriate for the area, which is loose white fabrics.
I. It points to his armor. His armor and his
Loose
cloak that he
white
usually
fabric.
wears.
Yeah, a loose white cloak over the armor.
I I don't think white would be a good. Maybe like a more
There's
beige.
Cuddle.
There's
It ain't
Cuddle.
white. Some type of something lighter. Just
I would prefer to blend in with the surrounding, not stand out. Is what I'm saying.
I hope you know that white is going to blend in just as much as beige, more or less. The fucking sun out here.
I mean, it is true. The most common colors I've seen from the people walking around are either beige, white, or even a mixture of red and the other colors.
Just blink, blink. I don't think I could really buy clothes here. I'd probably have to trade for something.
Well, I mean, do you not have something to trade?
He goes to look in his bag.
Y'all don't
I
have breach
request a
clouds.
pink cloak. If it worked for the SAS, it'll work for me.
Sorry, I'm laughing at my chat. I mean, I have my old studded leather. Maybe that would work.
You never know. I mean, as far as I can recollect, I mean, anybody's trading anything for anything. So I guess what goes around comes around if it's of value to somebody.
He also, his eyes go wide when he goes through his pack more. And he's like, I don't remember packing a bear trap.
Well, apparently you have one, so
Huh.
Either keep it or trade it.
Honestly, the things out here are pretty big. I don't think it.
You know it. You can. You don't need to necessarily use that to hunt, right?
Oh, I know. I was just saying it. It could be useful. Could. I'll just keep it. It seems like it might be something that might be useful later.
Hmm.
I found my mic.
Hi, Cole.
Welcome in.
String.
But
Need some
there's
rope.
real quick, in like a sentence, what's going on?
We're just chilling.
You
And
guys are just getting. Yeah. Majority of the party are settling down in Lucy's descendants' home, or at least her family home. Uh, Max has gone off to sleep at a separate inn.
Why?
What do you mean? Why it's an inn instead of somebody else's house?
Well, that all right. That makes sense.
I mean, she offered you guys. She said it was fine.
I don't turn down free room and board.
Me neither, but whatever.
Where'd it go?
That's sleeping on the floor. You are.
That's that rich boy behavior. I mean, I
I'm.
can't blame him. He's in
Ink is.
character.
Ink is sleeping on the floor.
That's all you know about.
Yeah, because they gave
It's all.
Arya the only other bed.
Arya
Excuse
does not.
me.
Arya doesn't have a bed. Arya's sleeping on a bedroll on the floor.
Yeah, that bitch wants to pay money to sleep in a bed.
She's not paying.
No, I'm
She's.
talking about the other bitch. Y'all don't have to
Oh,
sleep
okay.
on the floor. You're choosing to.
We're
It's
sleeping in a
free.
bedroll that is on the
Yeah,
floor.
we have bed rolls in our packs.
All right, we're getting too into this.
Floor.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Okay, so Benny, you're gonna go join Max at the inn, or at least just to sleep in a separate room.
Yeah, just you can buy more or less drop off. Lucy,
Alrighty.
meet the ladies, see what everyone's where it's more or less see where everyone's staying at, kind of, and then we're like, well, gonna go get a room at the inn. Gonna go get a room at the inn.
Very well done.
Just Ink gives them an extremely big thumbs up.
All right, there will be 2 party members at the tavern or at the inn, known as the Sand Strider. And in the meantime, the rest of the party, consisting of Lucy, Bervigi, Ink, Arya, and I'm guessing also Beaker, since Zero's not here for the time being, will go ahead and sleep in the home. Which we will just go ahead and fast forward to the next morning, and we will go ahead and begin at the inn.
Next morning time?
Next morning time, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the 2 that are over there at the inn.
You already know what Shrek's about to play.
Is it
Yep.
Gerudo Valley?
Yes.
Damn it! I wish I could listen to it.
Let's stay into your
I'll listen
Plain
to it in spirit.
and bendo.
Max, as morning begins to as the sunrise begin to hit you through the door, through the window, you go ahead and hear a loud knock over at the door to your room.
Uh, who is it?
Oi, rise and shine. It's time to get the day ready. Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. And then you just hear them start walking out.
Do I know who it was?
It sounded like someone who worked here. Seems to be a custom.
Well, I didn't
And
ask for
as
the wake up call. They'll not be getting a tip.
Benny, you will receive the same kind of wake up call as you get the same knock on your door and the same message.
Yeah. Yep, that's fine.
If it's
So-
kind of like to put like an idea as to like what time of the day it is currently 6 in the morning and it's literally sunrise.
Oh, then Max would have been up already. You know how he is.
Gotcha. By the time you get yourself ready, you look outside and you already see that there's already people outside on the streets, moving about early and hopping to it, either already beginning their trade, common family trading, either their handcrafted skills or any other sort of produce for other goods as well as services.
That makes sense. We assume everybody in this place gets everything done before noon, before it gets too hot to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, getting dressed and heading down to the common room.
Benny, you gonna follow shortly after?
Mhm. Yeah, no, just kind of getting ready and going time. We're not super protesting any type of timing situation, so heading on out.
Got you.
We're ready.
Alrighty. So as you both head down to the common room, or at least Max, you'd be surprised unless Benny would have at least let you know that she also made it to the same inn last night. You two will walk together down to the common room and find it busy this morning. Already, several of the barmaids start handing out plates of food, which consists of very large eggs, large helping of eggs, and big slabs of meat, such as steak with two giant sunny side up eggs as a common dish. And what I mean by these eggs are big, I mean they're big. They take up their own plate.
Damn.
I mean, if it's a common theme, the people here are mostly either lean or swole. So yeah, these people move about.
That's a lot of protein.
Since Flargos is supposed to be based off of um, Hispanic cuisine, is there any chance I can get some chilaquiles?
Yes. As a matter of fact, when you go over to uh, the bar here itself, you and Benny sit next to each other, and you know just go like, excuse me, can I get just dish, and then go like, see, cuánto, cuánto, how many you want, friend?
Uh, dos? Un poquito?
Emotional damage.
I'm sorry, my chat. Oh,
He nods. He appears to be whatchamacallit,
Mexican.
Well, actually, no. He appears to be in air genasi, but in terms of being the usual like white or light blue color, he is of a brown color. Yeah. Reflecting off the desert sand that blows in the wind.
Yeah.
Dusty ass genasi. And he
How
nods
thick
and
is his mustache?
how thick is his mustache?
Yeah, how thick is his mustache?
Pretty thick.
Yeah, I was guessing it was.
Does he have bandoliers, dog?
What's the poncho situation?
Several men in here wear some ponchos. As a matter of fact, you would see that
Right
yes,
there.
that's his mustache. You
Oh
know
my
what? As a
God.
matter of fact, that's what he looks like. Thank you very much. Big eyebrows,
Bushiest eyebrows you've ever seen on a man.
a nice ass mustache, and bald on the top, and hair around his head, except for the top.
He looks wild, but he knows the best shit ever.
So I would say that like Terra would be based, like if I had to like put a country on it or like a region, it would be based off of Western Europe. Naturia would be more based around like a mix of Africa and some regions of Southeast Asia, whereas Flargos would be representing Hispanic culture, and then Frosnier would be representing Eastern European culture.
I want you, gringo.
With a mix of I guess native tribes in there too.
Yeah.
Anyway, besides that,
Apologies.
the man actually goes ahead and makes the food in front of you, as not only is what in front of you is a bar, but like the other half of the bar that extends further in front of him is actually made of sticks, and beneath that you see what appear to be hot rocks, which he goes ahead and lights with flint and steel, and then he starts making your enchiladas in front of you.
Hey.
And then he looks at you, picante, no picante.
Picante.
Yeah, picante.
All right, and then he goes ahead and starts making this this salsa from scratch, made with red tomatoes, some dried chiles, uh, some onion, which he then starts blitzing himself with knives till it goes down to a nice consistency. Mixes some water in there. Make sure to properly vent out the smoke through the open window with his air genasi powers. And in no time, both of you are served a nice plate of chilaquiles. Enjoy.
Gracias, thank you.
And it's just the chilaquiles with the salsa. He then asks you like, ¿Quiere crema y queso?
Sí. Queso fresco?
Hey,
Yes.
where the fuck did you learn this? Yeah, please.
You're like
Porfa,
fucking.
please.
You're like fucking. Was it like that one scene from fucking Red Dead Redemption where
I
freaking
speak some Spanish. I'm pretty
well,
sure she said yes.
But I thought you said you understood. I thought you said you understood Spanish. Señor, por favor. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Whitest Spanish you know.
It's not a blonde el fucking español más blanco que lo conozcas.
Hello, Vega.
¿Eh?
El español. No, está bien, pero hablo el español pero muy perfecto.
All right, I'll let that pass. Anyway,
Oh,
he goes ahead.
God.
He goes
Lo
ahead
va a
and
dejar.
crumbles some cheese on top of it, and then gives you a good helping of crema on top. Vomitando. You take a bite of these chilaquiles, and that nice savory yet spicy flavor just overruns your senses, your taste buds. A good morning dish to help wake you up and energize you for the journey ahead.
Very nice.
Just started learning Spanish. Fun fact, I don't know what the fuck half y'all the words said.
Here's actually Spanish.
Hey Zero, how's it going?
Well, Zero is.
Zero is
I love
Spanish.
I love that the accidental summon. Who here is actually Spanish? Ba-dum.
Yes.
Also, it's not Spanish, motherfucker. We're Latin. We're Latino. The Spanish are over there in fucking Spain. That's different.
I don't know. Zero might be Spaniard. I don't know that.
Oh
My
no.
dad
Zero-
is.
Zero, are you Spaniard?
It's a weird mix of everything, kind
You-
of.
Are you a
Okay, like,
Spaniard?
Yeah,
You speak
everyone's
Spanish?
enough. Maybe a Spaniard.
Eh,
What the
I'll tell you a
Anyway.
bit.
Do you
Okay,
speak
so
Spanish? Do you speak Spanish like you
Oh.
have a lisp? ¿Cómo estás?
No, pero se habla así. ¿Cómo
mi
se está?
español es
En
claro,
español
amigo. No
castellano.
trates eso conmigo.
I just
Also, just to
know.
let you, just to let you know, Jiraki, the guy was asking if he wanted the chilaquiles spicy or not spicy, and then he was asking if he wanted sour cream and cheese.
Yeah, I got the cheese part. I know what cheese is in Spanish.
I said the wrong type of cheese.
No,
I
they
said
use
queso.
queso fresco. They use
But
queso fresco.
it's better with cojita.
That's also true.
Mm.
But I mean, you didn't specify. Well, you did, but he gave it to you anyway.
I know,
So.
I fucked up.
Yep.
That's on me. I should have said cotilla.
Yeah. Anyway, you still enjoy your meal though.
I do like queso fresco though.
Yeah.
Mi gato es en pantalones.
Yeah, what in your pants?
My cat wears pants.
The Genasi then just comes back to you after helping a couple other customers on the bar, and he tells you, "Sir, for meal,
Yeah.
you and friend will help work."
Wait. Dishes? Sweeping? What do you need? I have nothing to
He
trade. I only have coin.
he shakes his head. You make hot chocolate,
Oh,
which is actually a staple for a good Mexican morning.
Yes, it is, especially
Yeah.
when you get the right stuff for it.
The white man's hot chocolate.
So basically, by the time you're gonna finish your meal, both you and Benny, you'll be in charge of grinding the cacao beans and making the hot chocolate from scratch.
Horchata.
that's rice water. It tastes delicious though.
Is there any comments you want to give him?
Oh, that sounds pretty agreeable. We can go and do that.
Mm-hmm. Man, if I could wake up with a good cup of chocolate abuelita every morning, I'd fucking wake up a happy man.
Yeah.
All right, so turning away for a second, we'll go ahead and turn to the rest of the party currently staying at Neko. What is Lucy's family name again? I don't think that was covered.
No, it wasn't. Give me a sec. Because I'm
I
trying to see
haven't.
if I send it to you or not.
I don't think you did.
Actually, no. Realizing me, I probably didn't.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Banditas. That's my
No.
idea. Damn it. I tried.
I'm sorry, my chat is making me giggle. To pay for breakfast, you both must go kill the graboids harassing the warehouses. That should cover for the meat.
I mean,
uh,
to be fair, where do you think they get the meat?
I mean, that is also true. I mean, they either, resupply. You're basically either helping them clean up, whatchamacallit, clean up around the place, or you're helping them prepare the food.
we'll
Yeah.
go with Indira.
All right, Indira. So okay, so back in the Indira household, with Lucy, Arya, Beaker, Ink, and Bravigi, as you all sleep in the living space on your bedrolls. Linda comes downstairs and she goes ahead and announces with a shout like, "All right, wake up! It is morning, sunrise, and you almost get up."
Bravigi was already getting up and wrapping himself up for the day because it was getting toasty in the morning.
How do you spell that name, by the way? If you could put that into OOC.
I'm on it.
Welcome back. We're taking a quick cut from you and Benny and just going on the rest of the party for a second. Indira, okay.
Thank you. I also
Arya kind of like
yeah. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Arya lifts herself up a little bit from her bedroll and is like, just 5 more minutes, please. And Linda goes, nope, and stands on her back and then stretches her out. Arya!
Damn. Crazy.
I'm glad I was awake. Although, yes, I might need something else to eventually wear. He says as he looks at his very dark colored clothing. His purples.
Lucy died.
Ink was already up there in the bathroom.
Lucy is outside.
Lucy's already outside. Ink's where?
They're in the bathroom taking care of something.
Ink's in the bathroom. Arya just got stretched out and now she's holding her back. Ow. Bravigi's getting ready. What is Beaker doing?
I assume Beaker is still exploring the town.
Still what?
If,
Hello?
well, like,
Okay.
Beaker's getting his disguise ready, so like people don't recognize him in Flargos.
Ah, okay. All right. So the last one to just get up in this case would be Arya, as she now just stumbles over to the bathroom. Incubi, you done?
This is the moment. Hey. They finally get out.
Power words crunch. What the fuck?
Can you get this one spot in my back?
Listen, I understand that a lot of you are new to everything in Flargos, but like every single person in their own household, whether they own it or are of a certain stature to their family, we all have this custom, and that is to get up in the morning before things get even more hotter in the high afternoon.
Miss Linda,
Yes?
do you have a fireplace or something?
Why on earth do we need a fireplace?
All right, how about a place to burn shit?
That's what outside is for. Says says a sort of groggy Lucy. We're gonna look
What my ans-
outside. She's
what my ancestors if I said Lucy was outside already.
no, yeah, no. That's what I said.
Okay, what my ancestor said, and then Linda leans out the window. What are you doing outside already? How long have you been up?
Past few hours, she says as uh she kind of bites a sulfur rock. Oh,
Bites a what?
sulfur. She's biting sulfur.
Ah,
Why?
Brother, my brother. That. that what?
I mean, Linda's not gonna raise me like, no, normal behavior.
Ink just comes out finally, holding a bag.
Do I even need to ask what's in there?
No, no, you don't.
What the hell?
Arya's just gonna scoot into the bathroom and start getting ready. Not even gonna question it anymore. This is why I stayed somewhere else.
Bitch, you just wanted to be. You just didn't want to sleep on the floor. Anywho, thanks for letting us sleep here for the night.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wasn't gonna leave you all to just sleep outside or anything of the such.
I appreciate that.
And slept
Anyway.
off.
Oh, Lucy,
Hi.
your friends want to have need of the sand sailor once more. Just go ahead and take it for now. You'll give me with another one later. You lot have places to go and things to save. Last I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a second though. She says as she kind of just stares upwards.
Oh wait, I can produce my own fire now.
She takes like a moment to take a deep breath, and then says, "Okay, I'm over it now." And then she just walks. She goes to walk where the sand sailor is. Checks to see if that everything is still there.
Hasn't been touched. Been well kept. It's been put away on a good side of the house, right underneath a palm tree.
Perfect. Uh, Gonna make sure to fold up the tarp as usual, and then just kind of start pushing it.
Hey, before you decide to ride off with your friends over to wherever it is you're going, you might want to pay a trip over to the tailor, so at least you could try and get something of clothing for your stay here in Flargos.
That should be a good idea for them. Yeah.
I already gave word yesterday when when I first saw you guys and when we first had that argument.
Yeah, that did happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
just tell them I sent you. It'll be on the house this time around. I owe them a couple services anyway.
Okay. And she'll lead the group that is with her to the tailor. Uh, they can get some new fit.
By the time the lot of you are following her, Arya does say, "You sure you just want to bring us first? I mean, we could just go ahead and grab Max and Benny over from the inn that they're staying in."
Should probably tell him where we're going.
We do have the sending stones. We can at least tell them that.
Oh yeah. I tend to forget we have those.
Yeah.
Max is getting Jedi. You know what? Fuck it. I'll allow it.
Bitch, actually get yourself a sword then. Of light.
No, he's the one that has the gun.
He is the gunslinger.
What was
Bring,
that one
bring.
bounty hunter in Star Wars then?
Which
Benny.
one? The one.
The one with that had like the Western style. He was in the
You mean Cad
animated
Bane?
series. Yeah, he was. Is that what his name was?
His name was
Cad-
Cad Bane. Yeah, he was a badass, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a gunslinger. Anywho, back to the thing. I ring up Benny on the sending stone.
All right. So just taking a quick pause there. By the time that we're cutting back to Max and Benny, Mandalorian seeing that Jedi's reflect blaster bolts, so they equipped slug throwers. Yeah, they did.
I mean,
Uh,
fair enough.
I mean, hey, they are adaptable. They're
If
ready for
see
any
the Jedi,
scenario.
see the Jedi try to block chemical fire.
Mm-hmm. The air genasi leads you to the back where you guys are introduced to a grinder, and you're introduced to what appeared to be a total of 3 pounds of cacao beans. For shield, I hit up Gaiman. He goes, "All right, you grind, you make hot chocolate. You store it in this," and then he gives you several pitchers to store the chocolate in by the time you mix it with the water. This is coming to you and to the two of you now, Max and Benny.
Yeah. I mean, he just gets grinding. I mean, just turning a crank for a bit. It's not a big deal.
Shall I have you roll? Let's see how quickly you get this done.
Sure. I gotta roll 20.
Yeah, 1d20.
Yeah, give me a second.
I was supposed to say 1d20 plus strength, or
No, just a 1d20. I mean,
What?
he's technically using he's operating a machine, so I wouldn't really.
fair.
Yeah. So this is all RNG.
Right. Fucking just 1d20.
Benny also rolled 1d20.
I don't know what I got. I gotta scroll down. Jesus. That's bad. That's worse. I feel better about myself.
You're gonna get the chancla.
Oh, dick ass shit machine. I mean, these are very primitive machines. It just basically works on a. It just works on a crank that basically moves the two grinding wheels, and then the thick consistency. Exactly. Look at that gif.
NG, crank that soldier boy.
A pestle and mortar is too small. That's why they have this machine. It's basically a bigger pestle mortar. But since you two have never seen this kind of machine before, or at least in Max's case, you're more used to them serving you the food back in your war times than having to make it. It's pretty difficult. However, at least luckily both of you have the strength in order to keep going. To which it takes you about a good hour to get majority of the labor done. To which the man with his nice mustache comes back into the back room. You finish? ¿Terminan?
Sí. Bueno.
Well,
Okay, very good. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take some chocolate with you.
Yeah, we're gonna tuck some into a pouch.
Of beans or
The grinded stuff.
Pocket
Grinded
chocolate.
stuff.
so the grinded stuff already looks like a form of melted chocolate. It's like very thick and has a very dense consistency to it. So literally all you gotta do is either mix it with water or milk and then mix it.
Yeah, I'm mixing it with coffee. I'm making cafe de hola.
Alrighty then. By the time you guys successfully gather the few spoils of your hard labor, your sending stones begin to ring, or at least Benny's begins to ring.
What the fuck? Oh, right. Yeah.
Cuddles, that's you.
All right. Hey, we're going shopping for clothes. Wanna join us?
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, sure. Where are y'all? We just got done with some.
So basically, for the party already traveling towards the said Taylor, it is located in the northeastern corner of town.
Northeast. Was so tempted to say right behind you.
right behind.
Right behind you. Benny decks you in the face immediately.
No hesitation whatsoever.
No.
Okay, well, if y'all are heading this way, we just wait outside the inn for a second. If it's on the way.
Yep. We'll be
If
there
what's
in
on the
just
way?
a second.
Clothes.
Us.
Yeah, it's on the way. Alrighty. So with that said, as the two of you, are you gonna indulge in his café de olla, which is basically just coffee mixed with chocolate, or are you
Yes.
just gonna drink chocolate straight?
No, I'm having cafe de hola.
I know you're having that. I'm asking Benny what they want to do with it.
I don't know. I'm gonna put it in a container and just tuck that shit away from you. We don't know what the fuck we're doing it at the moment.
Got you. Okay.
Go to eat chocolate.
I must say that the total of grinded chocolate that you guys have to what you call it would amount to about 10 cups. So you got 10 cups to make between each of you.
Damn.
We'll cherish it.
Very nice, very good.
All right, back with the rest of the party. You guys go ahead and you make it to the tailor.
I thought we were gonna meet up with them.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Max
Oh
and
yeah,
Penny are just standing outside and waiting for everybody to get there before they can continue on to the next place.
yeah. So you make it there, and you eventually see Max and Benny standing right outside.
Good morning.
All right.
So how was your sleep?
Do you need
Not
me to
bad.
use your narrative?
Fine.
I'm never gonna get used to sun. Or at least too much sun here.
mean, that's why I have my eye thing.
Your what?
He just shows up like the leather thing that he has that blocks the sun out of his eyes.
You mean a hat?
No, it's something that he's had back in Lyterra.
What?
Remember when Max said, like, yeah, he just has like one of those things that block the like sun from getting in his eyes from like snowstorms? It works here too.
I see.
All right, so you go ahead and make it to the tailor. There is a sign buried in the sand that used to be hung up, but then fell down, which appears to have the image of what appears to be an antlion.
What an interesting creature.
The fuck is that?
Gently picks up the sign.
You pick up the sign and
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you pick up the sign, and then the next thing, the uh, uh, stumbling outside is a little old lady. Yes, hello, welcome.
Well, Lucy says as she just waves. Good.
Hello.
How may I help you, children?
Some some clothes for my friends here. Here to properly protect them from the heat.
Ah, okay, I understand. Yeah. So Linda sent you, right?
Yes.
Mm-mm-mm. That Linda. She was supposed to be here to help me with some of my weaving.
That girl.
Mm-mm-mm. Mala, mala. Mala suerte.
Mm.
She's
Shit.
slowly
Shit.
getting more and
Sorry,
more confused by the
out of
second.
character. I don't know Spanish all that well at all. So Lucy right now, probably because she hasn't been home in a long time, is like trying to process what was just said.
Just like you speaking as you know Aztec, you don't know this.
I would say since you Beaker are actually from here, you actually know the translation for it.
Yeah.
Which you have to say out of character, dog. This fool doesn't know.
I guess we're here
So
to help.
Baker, you could go ahead and translate what she's saying in that sentence.
Where is it? Where's the sentence?
She's just saying bad luck.
Yeah, she's just saying bad luck. She just
Oh
said
yeah,
mala suerte.
yeah. Okay, yeah. Because are looking the bad luck essentially.
Oh no. Well, I'll be sure to let her know before we take our leave. Gotta step up responsibility.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is it that all of you would like?
Something that dissipates heat, but also can blend in with the surrounding environment.
All of the clothes will have such colors, and you won't have to worry about the sun. But what would you like in terms of what do you want to wear? She's asking you first, style.
Ravigi has no sense of style. He's been wearing fucking cloaks and shit his entire life. He just looks at everybody else.
You know what? Lucy's gonna help you find clothes.
Ink's currently preoccupied with one of the outfits here.
There are pre-made outfits, which you could go ahead and just tell her you would like to get these. However, you have something in mind, she'll go ahead and make it for you.
Mm.
What are you looking at, Ink?
It kind of looks kind of like Lucy's outfit,
The genie fit.
the genie fit. It's like, would I look good in this? They're just indecisive. Is looking.
Would you like something like that?
I guess. Admittedly, I am kind of. It's missing something. I don't know what it is.
All right, then come here. And then she takes your hand, and then she starts escorting you over to the small little hut that she has.
Just a little hut. It's just a tiny hut.
Lead him inside
Yeah,
the hut.
that's where she does her best work, and it's where she has her bed and stuff.
It lasts for 10 rounds, and nothing can get in that's not invited.
Anyway, she starts taking your measurements, making sure to pay attention to all details before she starts basically putting some thread together. Okay, I have what I need. You may sit outside.
Okay. And they just plop on an ottoman.
As she's in the middle of making it, she'll come back outside. Do any of you know what you like? Ari already knows what she wants, and she'll go ahead and ask and get her measurements. So that leaves Benny, Max, and Beaker should be fine. His cloak basically blends into all surroundings and stuff.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we can get. I know this is awful to say. I wish we can get him a giant sombrero. Just the biggest one for Beaker.
He could rock it.
Just a huge ass sombrero.
So by the time she finishes Ink and Arya's outfits, both of them are going to be presented with the with a similar genie style fit. Only difference being is that Arya is going to have a bit of a face covering, so that way she goes ahead and hides that she's Frostnerin.
Just the face?
Well, also her body. So it's not as revealing as her normal wear, but it does cover at least the important parts, which are her tattoos.
It's the genie fit is less revealing than her usual outfit. I want you to say that again slowly.
I mean, you did see
I mean, it does
new,
depend on the genie fit. There are different kinds of genie fits.
There are different kinds of genie fits, and you do remember the new look for Arya, right?
God damn it, Funky! Oh my
God
god!
damn it! What the fuck?
This is an
Lawrence
Egypt.
of Arabia.
Oh my god.
Fucking white pharaoh.
Oh.
Arya kind of admires her new outfit. I like this. I can see why you like it so much, she says, nudging Lucy.
I mean, it's what I grew up with, so you know. Plus, I used to perform for the tavern, so gotta look the
Nice.
part. Yeah.
Definitely. And what about you, Ink?
What do you want me to describe the fit, or did you have something in mind?
Well, how do you feel in it?
I'll be honest. Weirdly enough, this is the first time I've thought to wear something this much skin. I mean, how do you think it looks?
Lucy gives a thumbs up like this.
Fuck. Her, her hand just
Flunky
enlarged.
fuck it with Brendan Fraser.
Just enlarged to a big thumbs up. The fuck? Can I do that too? No, sorry, I'm getting distracted. What do you think, Arya? They're
What do you want to do
obviously
with it?
very.
Wait, I found a better one.
This huge hand.
Yeah, big hand.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Thumbs up.
I was gonna pick the Brendan Fraser kid.
They're twinning. They're twinning.
They're twinning.
The double Brendan Fraser.
Hold on.
Yeah, by the time that she gets to Max and Benny being the last two of the bunch, she asks, "Have you two chosen what you like to wear?"
And we say the same thing at the same fucking time.
Benny.
What's up?
Max wants to say the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, Max is going for the Brendan Fraser fit. He's a gunslinger. It makes sense for him.
We're going with the same fit. We're going for the same request because, well, we're not. We already have this fucking titty-tastic made fit. We would just like a regular ass, like these fucking capri pants because of these fatal legs.
You could be wearing the genie fit, Benny.
We're not gonna.
The genie
It's-
fit for
Benny,
Benny.
I'm not even gonna
it's-
entertain that.
It is totally impractical for
Right.
everything we do.
Yeah, but Simply has ever-changing clothes. Thanks, Max. I'm always ready.
Remind me to get a cloak of elven kind sometime.
All right, so is Max gonna
Just
go
come
for the
out of the-
Jedi look, or are you gonna go for the
We're both
archaeologist
going
look?
for the Brendan Fraser, and I like to imagine we come out of the changing room and look at each other like, what the fuck?
Boy,
You just start doing that. You just start doing that Spider-Man pointing meme.
you two share.
Be like, "Hey, I'm Brandon Fraser." No, I'm Brandon Fraser.
Is he canon in this world now? Don't tell me.
No, damn it.
I'm
It'd be
just
odd
saying,
if I said he was.
like a white shirt, nice pants, and like the gun holster suspenders is timeless. You can't beat it.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but I'm still gonna say to both of you, you two share a wavelength. You know that, right?
Grave robber fit. What the fuck?
It's just a fit.
It's just the fit.
It's called fashion sweaty.
Fashion. I'm sorry, what, Max?
Look,
There
it
was
comes.
that.
It comes with the harness. It comes with the suspenders. It comes with this, so I can put this knife here.
Look, I can tuck both pistols in, and I have room for knives around the belt, and it's light. It's breathable.
Simply be better at holding your knives, as they just produce their knife from somewhere, and then just as fast disappears it.
Yeah, listen.
Boring. That's boring. If no one
That
can
is
see the
boring.
knife on you, then what's the point of having a knife?
Well, usually you don't want people to see what you're potentially going to stab them with, Max.
See,
No,
Well,
we do want folks to fucking see what the fuck we got. Like, look, like just like pointing at the short sword on her side, pointing at another knife. It's
you
fine.
gotta
Like,
you
it's
gotta
not even a
pack
main
your
weapon.
heat so that people know you're not to be fucked with.
No offense, but knowledge is the greatest weapon. You're basically telling everyone what you have.
Yeah, I carry a fucking pike. What am I supposed to shove it up my ass and hide it?
Got you
I
there.
mean,
What are you
That-
gonna do about that?
Dude,
I'm not putting this pistol in my ass.
she,
I
Lucy,
mean,
should-
honestly,
just
with
like
with
that.
the
I don't think
with
that
the
would be
environment that you guys
wise. I'm. She's gonna turn over to the old lady. And just turn around and just say like, oh god, I hope I'm not too rusty.
You know, there's a joke here to make about Benny having a stick up her ass.
No, I was so tempted, but I swear Benny was gonna stab me for saying it.
She
with one of these hyper visible daggers.
Lucy just says gracias, comerci, gracias, comerci, gracias.
De nada, she says, smiling. Also, just wear the wise when you're in Flargos. It's not it's not frowned upon that you carry your weapon around you.
No,
Yeah, only cowards hide their weapons in this place. Fools.
You mean the
The
actual?
dumb mistake. We got hidden weapons, but that's not the.
I'm sorry for being smarter. It's just what it
In
is.
this place, there's no reason to hide your weapon. You either show that you're packed, otherwise you're an easy target.
Vervigi just starts slowly pointing to the swords on his back.
Bravigi, why are you all messed up like that? Actually, you look kind of cool, but never mind. Keep doing that.
I like blending into the environment to not be seen. That's kind of my whole deal.
So even though these new clothes aren't considered fancy, they still are at least fashionable. So all of you are now ready to brave the heat as the day in Flargos now enters its high noon.
Hold on.
Can I get an enchantment on these to keep the sand out of my breeches?
Actually, that's a good point too.
I don't want sand blowing up all my bits.
I hate sand.
In your butt crack.
The old lady
kind of gets everywhere.
You know what? You know what? The old lady is actually going to go ahead and wave her hands in the air as magic just engulfs all of you. And she's going to say, Sana, sana, culito de rana, si no sanas hoy, sanarás mañana.
Oh my god, you stupid bitch.
And an audible
I hate you so much.
is heard from Lucy.
I have no idea what is being said.
Are there?
You want to know what I said?
What were the words you
Is
just
it
spoke?
funny?
Say it.
Well, okay, so that's a legit lullaby that parents say to their kids, all Latin kids. But the proper translation is "Heal, heal, frog ass."
Heal, heal. Why is that? Why?
That is
invoking the
truly.
power of frog asses.
That's true Latin right there.
Oh my god, that's glorious.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my
Heal,
god.
heal, frog butt. If you don't heal today, you'll heal tomorrow.
Oh my god.
You know what? Magic Abuela's the NPC of the day.
Magic Abuela. We love Magic Abuela.
You like that, Zero?
Frog.
Yeah, I've heard it said to me before. The other parents say it's frog tail.
Mm. I mean, that's
I
fair.
heard
You don't
frog
want to
butt,
say
but even though frogs don't have tails,
there's
tadpoles do,
many.
but frogs don't.
I mean, frogs used to have tails, and they're like, nah, I don't want it. I don't want this anymore.
You know what?
Yeah, that's what a
Anywho.
tadpole is. Like I said.
Yeah.
Not like the middle stage, the polywog.
Did you know that you can evolve an axolotl and it just becomes a salamander?
Wow.
Yeah. You just gotta
Yeah, it's
put it
called.
in the
His
special
name is
water.
Quagmire.
No, I mean, like, axolotls, if you have them and you don't take care of them properly, they'll just evolve.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
What the
Like,
Yeah, like I think
like legit, that's crazy.
they become less cute though.
Yeah, they turn into salamanders. It's not fun.
Mm.
You've been
do they become
axolotl.
meaner?
No, they're basically the same. Salamanders aren't mean.
I miss.
But
They
basically
become
they
like
just
this.
become. They don't become aquatic no more.
They had. That is cool though. You gotta admit that is cool.
You know
They just evolve.
You know they bark
I-
underwater.
I think we've moved on too quick from the fact that Max has jawed purse.
Yeah, I'm calling. You know what? Ink just points. What the fuck are those?
Those are jobbers. Those are very fashionable.
She like looks at them and then like looks away, covering her mouth, just kind of like fashion really has changed in 6,000 years.
What the hell was?
Pat
What the hell
pats
was
Lucy on the
Magnus
back.
What the hell was?
I mean,
I
hey,
don't,
both.
I don't understand.
It's okay.
I mean,
I
hey,
don't
both.
understand anything either.
Both him and Benny are wearing the same, so it's definitely fashionable.
I just need to ask Lucy. What the hell was fashion 6,000 years ago? Loincloths and furs?
What? No.
You
I feel like furs wouldn't go well in this environment.
Probably scaled hide.
scales.
There's giant snakes.
Very white bitch. Just is Max out here white maxing?
White maxing is crazy.
He is very pale, yes.
Lucy's gonna go to the sand sailor now and make sure everything's ready.
Look, I'm one step away from a pith helmet. Leave me alone.
Anyway, you guys go ahead and get your. You have your new clothing now, and you're ready to set sail over to the city of Soot.
Mm-hmm. Raviki,
Yeah.
pull up the sail.
Okay.
What's up? Yeah, and then everyone's kind of like on there and feeling secure. She's gonna grab one of them wind bottles, and then just throw it at the sail, and then just watch the sailor just go poof.
What?
You know, on a side note, we should have bought one of the new sand sailors instead of this 6,000-year-old piece of shit that doesn't require wind bottles.
It is immortal and indestructible. That's the only good
That
thing.
really doesn't matter. We should have
It
bought a new
doesn't,
one.
but
Also,
it's
it's
anything.
also it's not immortal. It just was well hidden and well
The
kept
tarp
away.
is indestructible.
There was the tarp that's indestructible.
Are we keeping the tarp at
The
least?
tarp,
That shit's powerful.
the tarp is currently folded up and put in a safe spot.
Yeah, no, like, why would we drive a Model T when we can go buy a Camaro? I'm just saying.
We're not gonna find that here. That's why we're going to the city.
We gotta go to the city to get the.
Okay, so we can't buy a Camaro, but we can still buy a '95 Chevy, which is still better than a Model T.
we could buy a Monte Carlo and shove all of us in there.
I'm just saying.
Can we
I
get
mean,
a
we
PI?
could
We don't.
probably
We
just update
we
this
we.
thing, like retrofit
There's
it.
no reason. There is no reason for us to be driving this outdated thing when we could just go get a new one.
Well, you guys could go get a new one in the city, since most of the cities, and to your benefit, will receive coin besides trade.
Lucy, I need to ask.
Yes. Says
Oh,
this-
we're getting in Grandma's jalopy here. Fuck.
Nah,
Why?
listen, you're just gonna need to
Because
rely
they
on
never
Lucy's
heard
old
this. Why
reliable.
are we, Lucy? Why are we still using this? I thought you gave it to your. What is she?
She's
again?
letting us use it because we have important business to take care of.
Yeah, but
Also, if you don't remember, the few sand sailors that there are here in the town aren't as advanced either. And plus, the barkeep did say that the caravan that goes around Flargos was going to take a while to get over.
I guess,
The
but
sooner that we get there, the better.
I guess. Also, what do you want? We need to keep this tarp. Fucking 6,000 years. As they just stuff it away.
Like, don't touch that! She yells at you.
Eh.
She's
They
like
jump
giving
like
she's like giving you like shadows over her eyes, glowing pink eyes, like don't touch my stuff.
Ravigi just looking
They
over
just,
like,
like-
huh?
Where's the? Hold on. Let me get the GIF. Oh no. Nope. Where is it?
Yeah. Do sand music.
Go.
Alrighty, so as you guys begin to head over to the southeast, or southwest, sorry. I remember southwest last time.
The required direction.
You're heading closer. You're heading closer and closer back to the ocean, back to to one edge of the continent.
We're going southwest, right?
Southwest, yes. Now, it was explained by both Zephyr and Zara that the more prominent cities, which, as I said before, you don't need to worry about trading. You could also take coin. Are definitely more advanced, and not only that, they are also the most privileged, since they have the easy access to water, with being able to purify the seawater in order to make it drinkable water, as well as, like I said, having access to coin that they procured from either the pirates or from connections between Lytera, or basically the other continents.
I don't
And
suppose.
these are enclosed communities. So unlike a town like the Boiling Isle, where you guys just went up and entered, this is an enclosed community. So think of a walled city, kind of like when you guys first entered Luce, the capital of Lytera. Imagine that, but imagine that for every major city.
Oh wait, yeah. Hey.
So, anyone know anything about this city that I should know about?
The only ones that would know
Well,
would be most likely Lucy or Beaker,
All right, let's
or
ask Lucy. What was it
Max.
like?
Max too.
Lucy, what was it like 6,000 years ago?
busy.
Okay.
Lucy, go ahead and roll me a history.
That's an 11.
11 to history. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, from your ancient knowledge of what soot used to be, soot was definitely one of the. So, in total, right now, you don't
It
have
was
this
busy,
knowledge,
that's
but
for sure.
it was busy, yes. So, in total, there was only two major cities 6,000 years ago. Uh, there was the capital, and then there was Soot in the southwest. Now, Soot was and still is one of the main center for trade, import and export in Flargos. It prides itself on that, being able to distribute majority of materials and goods from it to the other towns and smaller cities within Flargos. However, you once knew it for it just having more buildings than your small town, as well as not having not being enclosed as it was said before. Definitely a bit more welcoming.
Hmm.
And now, modern
Well,
perspective.
well, uh, hmm. Who knows? Well, I mean, I'm sure other people here know.
Yeah, that'll be up to Beaker to either share, or that'll be up to Max to try to remember from his war times.
We
I could roll history, maybe.
Roll a his. Yep, I can hear you roll a history.
I'm decent in history.
Oh,
I got a
yeah.
22.
damn.
That's a very good history. Yeah.
11 more than mine.
All right. So it's only been uh, a few years since you've been in Flargos from your war times. Uh,
I only stopped by briefly.
you stopped by briefly, but Soot was definitely one of your mainstays. You spent more time in Soot than in any other city or town in Flargos, as it was very welcoming to the Lyteran army at the time. You enjoyed good alcohol, good food. You were able to uh, make a few good connections for the brief moment that you stayed. And the reason why it became a enclosed community, and you came to learn this about all the other major cities, is because as they became more advanced, and coin became a thing within their economy. Uh, for any outsiders, so for anyone that's coming from a town, a village, or just a drifter, if they wish to seek refuge within any of the cities, including the capital, they must prove that they have something of worth to contribute to the community. So, in other words, you need to prove your skills as to like what you need to of what you have in order to gain access inside. So, are you like a carpenter? Are you a baker? Are you a
Uh,
warrior?
yeah, I'm gonna relay this to everybody else. Um, Soot's no Emberheart, but I might still have some pull there, and I know a few people in the city. But to get in, you have to kind of pave your way. You have to prove your worth.
Is this like when you say prove your worth?
You have something to offer the people of Soot.
So,
They're
so I'm
looking
guessing.
for.
So I'm guessing we're all gonna have to partake separate jobs in order to keep our cover up, huh?
Shouldn't be too hard.
I'm
I
Speaking of
might
which,
be able to talk our group past the gate. I know some people in Soot.
Hmm.
But once we're there, I don't know how long we'll be staying, but if we're staying longer than a week or two, we'll have to keep up a facade.
well, we're going there for information, and then wherever the rebels are headed.
Well, that is what we
They're
were
heading
told that's where.
they're heading towards Soot. They're south of the city.
Oh, well. And that,
well,
if that's the
We're
case, then
we're, we're coming from up north. We'll meet them at some point, probably in Soot.
Well, if that's the
So-
case, a Q-Win bottle should get us there in no time flat.
I can keep a low profile easy enough.
I mean, it's not
That
just
is the
about low
least
profile.
true thing anyone has ever said.
It's also not just about low profile. We need to actually contribute, so we need to try and partake in work. And if it's the case that we can actually make coin in some of these cities, it'll be good benefit for a lot of us.
Plus, I
bring some
haven't tried
coin.
to keep a low profile yet. So, what's
It's not
as they
that
say,
hard.
silence you. You're good at it because you're.
It's really not
he's-
hard.
Hmm.
You just
Anywho,
people don't pay attention.
I just feel the sad music for Vigi when he said that. I'm
Hmm.
sorry.
Well, okay, Bravigi, I understand where you're coming from, but I feel like this is definitely different, especially if there's a condition to be met. I feel like we're all gonna have to we're gonna have to lie and a lot more than usual this time. Max Man of a million connections. I mean, that is Max. That is what happens when a soldier goes about the world.
Well,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be too hard for most of us.
What do you think that I have to offer?
Well, I know
Kill-
for myself, I could either entertain or I could weave. I mean, I do know a little bit of weaving from what my mother has taught me back in the tribe.
I feel like you, me, and Lucy have similar-ish skill sets.
I know I'm a good performer, so I don't have to worry too much about that.
And also, Ink, we could perform, me and Lucy. Not that kind of performance, by the way.
Well, yeah, of
Hey,
course. Dancing's all that's really good around here, mostly.
Hey, I can
Lucy,
perform
that's not what I
just
was
as.
implying.
No, I
Hey.
know.
I was meaning actual performance too.
I'm fairly acrobatic.
I
That
know
could
how to.
work.
I'm pretty good at faking it till I make it to act like any bard.
Well, hopefully that'll get us at least to some places. Obviously, Benny is easy enough to cover since all her maid skills.
Maid skill.
Yes, maid
And
skill.
Bravigi, don't be so hard on yourself. There's got to be something that you could at least try to do in order to cover up.
My best things that I do is stealth and sleight of hand.
Assassination.
I don't think they want people that are willingly going to off people in town, but then again, this place has surprised me.
If there was one place that would want paid killers, it's here.
Any city needs that kind of work.
Well, I guess it
I
beats.
mean-
Wrong.
I guess it beats using sleight of hand to be a street magician.
I mean, plus I mean, this is also technically a lawless land, so I'm guessing bounty hunters are going to be a popular sort in these cities.
Oh fuck.
No, these people believe in street justice. If they catch you, they'll kill you. So don't get caught.
That is also true.
Yeah.
I also just realized wanted posters.
But I
Yes,
think we
Beaker?
can all.
I wanted to know if, well, I rolled a 9 for history about Soot itself, but could I roll a history for any criminal activity I might remember, possibly?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll that with advantage, since obviously you have a criminal background.
Yes. Okay.
Mexican criminal.
Jesus Christ, dude! Why did you have to go
You
there?
didn't have to.
Jesus.
You didn't have to add the pre on that. We're just
Alright,
criminals here.
Rolling once, rolling twice. Okay, 22 in both of those categories. I know more about criminal activity than I do history.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you don't know anything about Soot. You could give a damn about Soot's progressiveness.
What do I care
But you do
about mercantilism?
But you do understand from, being back in your home continent that, again, this is a lawless land. Even though the Major Flame Iris is the one that technically controls everything, the real controllers of Flargos are the many gangs and uh, organized crime. Well, basically organized crime gangs. Uh, you are wouldn't really necessarily count as organized. You are just a gang that just decided to basically follow along the premise of fuck around and find out for profit, or just mindless destruction, torpedo.
Yeah, true. Do I remember any of the prominent gangs that were currently running around during the Scrappers' time?
You do. One of which was a gang of tieflings. Very dangerous, as they all came from prominent, at least in terms of like their family histories. They came from prominent families before such nobility barely meant anything anymore. So they came together and became a whole crime family, and they have influence everywhere. Calling themselves the gang. Let me go ahead and look for my notes.
Cramily.
No, not Cramley, bitch.
No. I was just, uh, I was reading what Stag was saying.
Oh yeah, that's the Hellraisers.
Hellraisers.
Okay. A few more should do it. Well, I think I see it in the distance.
The Frasers, yeah. So the Frasers. Anyway, so that's one gang. Another gang is a gang. Well, of course you will know about the pirates. You understand that you've seen at least Zara in passing in several of the cities in Flargos. She has good influence here. But another pirate that has influence here, out of the main hand of nine, is an orc who not only is one of the strongest, but he's also the cruelest. Big motherfucker who just likes to fucking decapitate his enemies and anyone who looks at him sideways.
Mm.
You don't know his name, but you know that he's not one that you would want to cross.
Gotcha. So, like, those are the two main ones that I recall?
Those are the two main ones. You do know a couple few, but we'll say those for a rainy day.
Yeah. Beaker is just gonna pipe up while we're getting close to the city. His little brain sparking with purple electricity. Oh, I recall something before we enter the city.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh?
has it's been a while, but I do remember some of the criminal activity that was going through Soot at the time.
Hmm.
It's it might be irrelevant, seeing as how long it's been, or it might still be up to date. I don't remember. One of them is that there is a gang of tieflings operating in Soot called, I believe, the Hellraisers.
That's real original.
Go fuck
No.
yourself.
I think the answer to what I was about to ask is gonna be a
Fucking
resounding
asshole.
no.
Live with it.
Mm,
Like Hellraisers. That's a name.
yes. Also, I believe. Yes, I remember this one. This one's very vivid. there's going to be a pirate there. I'm pretty sure he's still there anyway. An orc. I believe he's associated with those pirates that dropped us off here. I don't recall his name. Mostly because every time we saw him, the scrappers and I avoided him like the plague. Because he was an asshole and a dick
Oh.
and a sadist and a monster and you're starting to list off negative words at this point.
Okay, okay, we got the point, Beaker. Thank you.
That's a new curse word.
I wouldn't call a gang of sayers the horn rammers. I would call them the shoehorns.
It's
Gotta really shoehorn him in.
Mm-hmm.
So we got crime connections. We've got Max's connections.
God damn it, Flunky. All right, so as you safely get across the sands and you haven't caused any sort of attention to yourselves by attracting any sort of stag. Fuck you.
DM, I just randomly start screaming at the top of my lungs out in the desert.
Why?
All right.
I'm
Okay,
Ink-
you summon.
Ink immediately gets accepted into the Cocksuckers as one of their best members.
Bitch, I'm the leader.
I'm sorry.
Look, check the DM.
Look what Benny is. Yeah, look what Benny is saying. Asshole.
Oh.
You're such a fucking asshole.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh my god.
Ink starts
I
screaming.
would not.
He's just gonna literally.
I
he
would
just
not
puts his
name
hand over
something
their
so
mouth.
obvious. Okay, I legitimate. Okay, first of all, yes, tieflings may have fucking demonic blood in them. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, nothing's stopping that, really.
DM,
Yes.
you know there are more
It's-
than
it's-
infernal fiends, right?
It's okay. It's fun. I was in a campaign where I played a tabaxi accountant, and the gang that came after her was called the Bureaucrats.
Oh my god!
It's okay to have silly names.
you're-
Your names
I
are
remember
to the
this
point.
character.
And you gave me shit for my names of the owl?
I didn't. Well, here's the thing. You came up with those names. I didn't.
Crazy.
Also, to be fair, I'm not legitimately mad. I'm just annoyed that
just
you're just pointing this out.
Maybe I just built different and come up with better names. Maybe that's me.
Here you go.
Damn, he's calling you.
We're coming in hot, guys. Get ready.
He's calling you out, Zero.
Wait,
Anyway,
this thing
yes,
has
as
breaks,
you
right?
See if I share any dragons next time, Flunky.
Damn.
You're still going
Damn.
to, you fool.
He's just.
Anyway, it's
don't
time
worry.
for a proper music
as always,
change.
as always, Flunky is a whore. Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. Anyway, as you guys safely get across the desert sands without attracting any sort of danger to you, you see the giant walled city of Soot.
Oh, wrong one.
Actually have
Wait,
chaotic roots instead of any infernal
Black.
heritage.
wrong
Chthonic.
variant.
I'm about to say, what the fuck is this? Cyberpunk? What the fuck was this?
No, it was the wrong variant of the track I wanted to play.
Chthonic, Cthulhu.
There we go.
Oh,
This
Caphonic.
broke.
Okay.
Let's be honest. There's only like 2 people here who know tiefling variants.
Anyway, as you basically drift to a stop, and in front of the gates, a couple of masked guards approach you. Halt. State your business.
We would like to enter the city of Soot, please.
And where are you coming from?
We're coming from the Boiling Isles.
One of the guards. So there's 2 guards. One of them pulls out a map of Flargos. Boiling Isle. Boiling Isle. Ah, okay. You see right here? Yes. You're coming from north. Quite a travel to get down to the farthest southern city.
Yep. This'll be like this bad girl hasn't let me down yet.
Not the point, but to what purpose do you wish to enter Soot?
I've been here before. I'd like re-entry into the city.
And you can't see it from his mask, but you would tell that he's kind of like piecing you together, puzzling you. You have, sir? And who might you be?
I'll do the full thing. God damn it. Max Landacala Barcelona Serastri.
He looks over to his buddy. Do we have any record of such a name? Starts looking over the history logs. Nothing underneath the common folk. Not within the last 4 to 7 years.
That's because
Sir,
it was 10 years ago. Go back a little further.
Very well then. If it was 10 years ago, were you a common folk that used to reside here, or what were you?
Visiting.
Visiting. Very well then. Visiting from where?
Lightera.
Lighteran. Has a little bit of a stab at that, but they'll go ahead and start flipping through more older records. Looking up the shit on the sand computer. Yes, the ancient sand computer. It's literally just like a big ass dusty flip book.
It's obviously a tablet, guys.
Ye old
God
tab.
damn you, Ian Nasir.
Like Terra? Hey boys, looks like we got ourselves a pussy.
Anyway, they do find it after about 5-7 minutes. All right. Well, friend, there weren't any visitors during Flargos 7-10 years ago during the war. Remember? These are all names of soldiers.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is that the case? And he's like, yeah. And then they both start looking at the record. Ah, okay.
Like glancing at like fucking Max's like prosthetics out here. They're like, there was only soldiers here, but you, and just like,
Man has lost an arm and a leg.
Ah, very well. Yes, we do see you here. You were a captain at the time? Captain Max Alonso Restri?
Corporal.
Corporal. Okay. And then he smacks his fan. Correct that. Well, certainly been a.
I visited fairly early in.
Yes, so as the records say, we will make an exception for you in order to let you entry. However, do any of your friends have anything to contribute to SUT?
They're my entourage. I've been elevated past corporal in the time that's passed. But they all have skills worth permitting entry to the city.
He will then look at his own little flip book. All right, let me just take a quick look at a couple of our conditions. And then his buddy just you kind of hear they're kind of like stage whisper.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind telling me what would the repercussions be on denying entry to a light bearer and his entourage.
Well, with all due respect, Corporal, he says in a very dramatic tone of tongue.
It was
Lytera does
Corporal 10 years ago.
new and new rank. He'll at least say respectfully.
General.
Well then, General Maxilon Zerestri. I'm not sure if you've ever told, but as much as you spent time back in the olden days during the war, Lytera doesn't have much of influence in Flargos anymore.
Right,
That
we
was a
only
long
kept your
time ago.
country from being covered in frost. Sure, we don't have influence.
Just like
Not from what our mage has said, but, and he continues to look through the book, we will allow entry this once. However, your friends will have to contribute some way within the next 3 days, as there will be a routine inspector, making sure that at least everyone who at least stays contributes to our community.
Oh,
Inspect these nuts.
like inspection in 3 days.
One inspection after 3 days, not one inspection every day. You'll at least get a 3-day grace period is what we will allow for you. We will keep it on the record. And then he nudges his buddy's shoulder again. I can only write so fast. Give me a second.
I like how you're doing that. It's just like Barriga's just tapping on the other guard's shoulder and being like, "Is independent contractor an acceptable answer?"
She she kind of like leans in, like,
It's not too like it would be too much of a problem to just like to not worry about the checkup, right? I mean, we can provide what we can do to help out the city of Sud. Please.
and I'd like to roll a persuasion on that.
Giving him the puppy dog
So what are you
eyes.
trying to persuade? You're trying to
To
persuade them to not make that inspection?
yeah,
All right, world persuasion.
yeah, 17. One second.
Okay. No, you're doing what you're doing, and
Eh,
it is
she's leaning
it is
in.
appreciated. Well, I
She's
was talking about Max's comment.
oh.
But no, yeah, you do convince them as the guard goes. We will allow a week before we do inspections, and that's as much as we can extend.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's good enough.
All right then. Well then. And then he gives you a salute.
One more thing.
She kind of says a little begrudgingly, but
Do you know where we can find sand sailors to purchase?
Our advanced sand sailors will be located within our market square. They're not too hard to find.
Okay, thank you.
as she goes to open the or to let this the group sand sailor to go in.
Yep. So they go ahead and step aside, and then they give you a salute out of respect. All right then. For you, General Maxilon Terrestri and entourage, welcome to the city of Soot. Enjoy your stay. As the gates slowly open,
Whew.
The second that they are not too, the second that they are like far enough away, she's like,
Okay, so we've got an extra 4 days on top of that, and I'm pretty sure we were already planning on contributing anyways. So
well, at least they won't be on our necks by the time that we try to just cozy down and try to figure things out.
They're just
Yep.
leaning up. They're just leaning upside down as they ask, "Is there a reason that this kind of you have to contribute system is in effect?"
Oh, well, Suit used to be sort of, well, it's always sort of the busy place. People came from all around because they wanted to make a place that's bigger for everyone that isn't exactly the capital. But in order
So
to do that, and because resources were scarce at the time, it's been kind of tradition to help out where you can. And it's just kind of carried over, I assume.
yeah, but like, don't what about tourists? If you're coming here just to visit, if you're a tourist, you just have to suddenly have to work for them?
I don't know,
Well,
fucking scrubbing floors or something. I just don't think it's a huge deal.
I wouldn't
I also don't.
say
I also think
that's
that I also
me.
don't think that tourism is very popular in Flargos, given its reputation. Just to let you know.
We
I
don't
like
get
the
many
food here.
visitors now.
The
I
food
think
is at
that's
least
that.
worth
I'm
it.
sure that's changed over the years, but even then, Flargos is still kind of dangerous.
I'll get busy looking for something to do.
Yeah, well,
Shouldn't be too hard.
tourism may help itself when the folks kind of hostile shit. So it is what it is.
At least
All
the
right.
food
So
is
before
good.
we end off session, let me just go ahead and describe to everybody what you see before you. So, and it's gonna come to a shock not just to everyone who's new to this city, but also to you, Lucy, since it's been 6,000 years. It was one thing to see the tall walls that surround the city and that keep, everything outside. But once you enter, you look around and it is as advertised. It is a big city with several levels to it. And I don't mean by levels like in loose, I mean levels as in going up. There
Ah,
is
we Midgar in
there
this.
there is where you are at, which is the base level. There is the second level, which contains the most of the businesses as well as several taverns. And then high above is where majority of the trade negotiations happened. And by trade negotiations, it means the negotiations between the several towns and cities within Flargos that have deep-rooted connections over the generations. So it is a prominent level in terms of business. So it's not easily accessible by the public if unless you're not a diplomat or just a just anyone with that sort of business sense. If you don't belong to a firm, basically.
This is kind of just like,
What the? Whoa! When did I have time to do that?
And also to help with the
6,000
heat,
years.
there is also several soil beds planted in on above the different levels to the point where the palm trees cover up nicely. So there are still spots of light that shine down into the city in order to make it easy for everybody to walk through the day, and but also just make it less torturous the heat on a high noon.
Huh.
yeah,
That's a interesting way of doing things.
I didn't think that they advanced so much. This is way more than what was seen in the Boiling Isles.
And then they have one
and
last level at the very, very top, the smallest level, which is mostly housed for the nobility.
mm, she looks worried because she's just like, oh god, if this is what the city of Soot looks like, then what's the capital gonna be like? I hope. And she's like,
Oh, I really hope. Actually, is the Coliseum here still around? Oh man, what if they got rid of it?
I doubt your people
What if
would
they
get
got
rid
rid of
of
the
a
Coliseum?
coliseum. We
A
can go
lot can
look.
happen. It's
Like she like grabs you by like the shoulders, Vivek, and starts shaking you like, a lot can change in 6,000 years, Vivek.
Then why don't we go look?
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out. I'm just not used to this.
Are you finally having your time dilation shock, Lucy?
Uh, I'm an old lady.
She says like kind of leaning over the edge of the railing, just like droopy and all sad.
You're not old.
Oh, we all gotta come to terms with being an old bitch at some point or another. Let's go.
uh, well, they arrive at the. She's taking the party directly to the Sand Sailor shop.
Alrighty. And with that,
Stopping
we're
her
gonna go ahead
secret.
and end the session for tonight.
Huzzah.
So what did we learn this session?
Nothing.
We
Exactly.
learned
And mainly
that
just
we
Benny
get very distracted very easily.
I know. I just learned Lucy is an old bitch.
Well, that's not new information.
That's not new
It's just now
information.
It's just now you realize, or now she realizes, like, oh, I'm old.
You're an
Yeah, you
old
realize
bitch.
just how out of date you are with everything.
You're out of touch.
Look,
You're
back
Like
in your
out
day,
of
you were
she's been treating this like a romp back home, but then meeting her great descendant and then seeing the city of Soot is like a giant whiplash to her.
It's like,
I'm
come
just
on, Lucy, let's
saying.
go see the Coliseum. Also, let's go look for jobs.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're old. You're
She's
out of date, old woman. It's the
Hey,
kids' time now. Lucy's going.
she's got some tricks that the kids don't. She's got some tricks that the kids don't know how to do.
She has nothing but her street sense from the days when she was banging rocks together.
Hey, sometimes banging rocks works. And also she's got really good charm, so
Also, even though it's advanced as to like what they've done with architecture and stuff. I mean, they still use some of the traditional practices. Again, the guy that made Max and Benny's breakfast basically made it on like a wooden grill with hot rocks and flint and steel to light the fire.
I mean, fair. The food, the only thing that doesn't need to change is the food.
It's delicious.
It's
But
delicious as is. The food will never change, and if it does upgrade, it's only upgrading for the better.
DM next session, I know what I must do.
I have so many ideas of what I want to do.
Also,
Hearing that the
Arya.
city is vertical.
Arya is also grounded.
I'm gonna make some notes for next session, actually.
What else did we learn, Neko?
not much else.
Your sand tarp is immortal, but you won't.
No,
let
we
me
already knew that.
Yeah, but you won't let me touch it. We can make armor out of that shit.
No, you're not touching it without Lucy's permission.
I'm simply
Lucy would
taking
rather
it-
kill you than
I was
than
about
let
to
you
make a
do that.
joke of where it's like Ika's being told not to touch it, meanwhile Barbigi's already just casually as a joke wrapping it around his head.
Listen, I'm going to take that to the tailor and get like the best cloth armor ever. And
Sadly, you're not
Lucy-
proficient in heavy armor.
No, it's tarp. It's a cloth.
It's a
not even
cloth that
armor.
survived 6,000 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, dog. That's better than mage armor, probably.
I will say that the wind bottles could probably go for something. They are literal bottles of wind. What they could be
Yeah,
used for?
wind bottles, as when they were used for
Sand
when
sailors.
they were used for to basically just guide the sand sailors with that initial gust, and eventually just they're not used like that no more. They got different purposes that I will explore for next session, which will be another mindfuck for you.
Yeah.
They're used for assassination.
They're used for cooling people down.
Cooling people down. That's one of them, but that's all I'll share because I don't want to spoil it for
Blacksmithing would
next session.
probably use it.
Yeah. I mean, again, she has a lot of wind bottles that she has stored over the years, so she might as well. If you ain't using the sand sailor anymore, no. There's actually she can sell the wind bottles and then upgrade the sand sailor so that it doesn't have to rely on them anymore. That way you don't have to buy a new one.
Someone in my chat gotta find the restaurant that has the 6,000 year old continuous soup, 6K years of flavor in the forever soup.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
the
a lot
point.
again,
I mean, she's
a lot of the
before, so
traditions have held up, especially when it comes to food. So you never know. Maybe there is a dish like a soup that has lasted for 6,000 years.
well,
Yeah.
okay. Well, Lucy wants. Well, now Lucy has another goal. For one, she wants to find the great abuela's soup. Uh, and the other one is see if if Suits Coliseum is still there. Because if there is, she could probably enter it and get some prizes. Probably.
Why does Lucy think she can kill me?
Why does Lucy think she can kill you? She probably can.
She probably can.
Yeah,
I mean, hell, I
she
could
probably
probably kill
can.
you.
The only one
Like,
who can kill Ink at this point is maybe Bravigi because they're so good at not being noticed.
Where did he go? Why do I feel this sudden pain in my side? Why am I cold?
And then, yeah, but let's be honest, the only people let's see who's the strongest. Max, no, Benny, Max, Ink, Bravigi, Beaker, Lucy, then Arya.
now hold on a second here. Where are
What?
you basing this information off of?
Who's just the straight strongest?
Well, I can understand Max is like the strongest because like
No,
bang bang
Benny's the
bang.
strong. Benny's the strongest.
Benny is strong.
Let's
Let's not
Benny is
forget
let me be.
strong. Benny is
he's a
strong, but Max could literally shoot holes through that armor.
n-
Brother is
She
cracked
can.
out with that.
He can't
Hey,
shoot if
side
Benny
note,
breaks
guys.
his arms.
Anybody got any
Hmm?
recommendations on who to raid?
Not this
let
time,
me see if
sadly.
there's any one of my friends who are active right now. I'm gonna have to go after I tell you because I still got a test to finish before midnight.
Don't forget, I
Procrastination,
got.
how dare.
Don't forget, Cap. I have to talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. I also
About
put
what?
my 3 goals for next session.
Hmm.
The hell
They
you have
don't.
to talk to me about?
I. You need to read your DMs more, dog. Anywho, raid out.
I'm waiting for
Like
the recommendation.
raid out so I can tell. I can say something.
That repo game is pretty popular right now. My friend Lunar Demon is she's playing that right now with friends.
Repo is very fun.
Lunar Demon? Is it like I found it.
LUNARDAE. Okay.
Righty, I'm going to deafen right up. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our session. I know it was a little chaotic today, but it's D&D. It happens, and it's always glorious when it does. We had some fun inter-party dialogue, and we are going to raid Lunar Demon. And as always, remember to stay awesome and be awesome. And until we meet next time, bye bye!